Frameworks for Creativity, Part 3, Cultural Frameworks. Today's science is concerned with complexity and understanding uncertainty and change. The public health challenges of today are psychological, not physical. The emerging technology is digital. It will be the relationship between us and this technology that will condition the form of our cities in the future. One of Archigram's last pieces of work, in 1969, was to imagine, and draw by hand, an information network that would cover the world. It might not cover the world quite yet, but it won't be long. It's a structure that is even more accessible than the railway or car, and can provide even more opportunity for personal exploration and creativity. There are today highly functioning developed cities with no canal or railway system. It is not outrageous to imagine a city of the future without cars and freeways as we know it. Unfortunately, almost all of our development institutions have been established in previous eras, within the scope and limitations of less sophisticated cultural and technological systems than that exists today. We're straddled with the idea of a developed city as being something with railways, cars and freeways, and having to move people about every day. Similarly, we're also hidebound by institutions that are based on hierarchical decision-making and issuing instructions. Our traditional development concepts, processes, and institutions are causing frustration, outrage, and even desperation. Both the environmental and economic costs are outstripping the benefits. We need new cultural frameworks for development. Cultural frameworks that promote inclusion, enable diversity, and meet the challenges of the public health issues of today. People want and expect more control and choice in what happens within the public realm, not just the private. These new cultural frameworks require new skills of the development professional that respond to today's challenges and make use of the new technologies. There are possibilities for doing things differently. Participatory action research techniques provide a framework for others to analyze their own realities and illustrate their own perceptions about where and how they live. These processes enable people to tell their own stories in a variety of different ways and methods. The goal in each technique is to enable individuals to express themselves with panache and style, and be provided with the power to be heard and listened to. A crucial element is for individuals to discuss with each other their commonalities and differences around a topic, and ultimately develop a common vision that they would like to achieve together. Once there is a common vision, there are methods to enable a group create strategic and operational plans to achieve their goal. In addition to analytical techniques that build on people's own knowledge, research shows that when provided with good information, ordinary people using a variety of matrix learning and deliberative processes can make quality decisions on complex topics. There are a variety of framework techniques available, including deliberative polling, world cafes, and study circles. In a complex world where there is no one right answer, the best answer is the one people develop themselves. For those currently in policy or project development, this new reality requires creating community and stakeholder plans for their projects and programs, identifying those stakeholders that might have a stake in the outcomes of their particular project, analyzing them, and developing an appropriate inclusive engagement technique. Effective, purposeful, and genuine engagement reduces the risk of outrage, builds better projects and programs, and contributes to a healthier and safer society. Each situation needs to be designed to suit the participants, the context, and the budget, but good quality processes result in good outcomes. It is true that not everyone wants to be engaged in all decisions, but there is no reason to not include them if they desire. Equally, there are many reasons to proactively enable input from those who will be affected by a decision, even if they would like somebody else to make it for them. When the basic concepts and principles of inclusive decision-making processes are linked with digital technology, it is possible for 700 to consider and decide where their council's budget priorities should be, or for 1,300 people to consider the future growth plan for Perth, or 5,000 people to develop the brief for replacing the World Trade Center. Working collaboratively with the new technologies, we could make the cities of the future truly great places, places where people want to be and feel a part of. What would you like to see in the city of the future? Short phrase. Yeah. Short phrase. Few words.